They are. Becky's just come on now, the Sacred Traveller. Hey, hey. She wasn't expecting this. I'm supposed to be in the van right now unpacking all my stuff that we took away with us. But I've just watched King Charles's speech, like I said, and I thought, you know what? I didn't really go much on that speech. It was only 5 minutes long. I mean, old King Charles, God bless him, I don't think he'd make much of a YouTuber, would he? He needs to put in a little bit more effort, I think. What do you think? What do you think of King's speech? Mel, why don't you have hookup on your van? Well, Bruce, simple question to that is because I don't. I just don't have a hookup. I don't have electric hookup. I've no intention of putting electric hookup because the whole purpose of my van is to stay completely off grid, and that's why you see me doing all these experiments as well with solar panels, power packs, and everything. I'm trying to. I'm looking for that holy grail of being completely self-sufficient and completely off grid. So that's why I don't have electric hookup, because if I had electric hookup in my van, then I would take the easy route and probably go to a campsite every now and again and plug into electric hookup to charge everything up. I'm trying to find, like I say, the perfect solution and the perfect combination to have a camper van completely off grid. So that's why I don't have electric hookup. Hi Mel, will you be doing a shower video? Yes, Geeky Philip. A lot of people have been asking me that, if I was going to do a shower video, just like the lovely Rebecca did. And talking about shower videos, I didn't know that Rebecca had made that video until she had uploaded it. So I was just as surprised as everyone else. But yeah, if you haven't seen Rebecca's shower video, then yeah, go watch it. You'll be as pleasantly surprised. Yeah, and Becky's trying to get Greg Virgo to do one as well. She's challenged him to do a shower video. Not sure if I'd want to watch that though. I'd rather watch Rebecca have a shower than Greg Virgo, that's for sure. So let's get back to the original topic. Has anyone seen the King's speech today? The Christmas speech, and what did you think of it? This is what I want to know. What did you think of the King's speech, and did you take anything from it? Yeah, Bruce, watch it on YouTube. It's all over YouTube. That's what I just did. I just watched it. There's two versions on YouTube. There's one version, this is 8 minutes long, and there's another version which is just about 5 minutes long. The official version, it's 8 minutes long because it starts off with a hymn and it finishes with a hymn, which is quite nice. Yeah, I think you should tell them to pay the nurses and teachers and public sector workers what they are really worth. Yep, they should. And I mentioned something about the NHS being in crisis in one of my Waffle on a Wednesdays, and I was really shocked at how many people attacked me for being political and saying that the NHS isn't understaffed, isn't underfunded. A few people said that the NHS wasn't underfunded, it was undermanaged. It was the management that was to blame, not funding. Yeah, so I'm not going to go down there. I'm not going to open that can of worms. I try and stay politically neutral in all my videos, for what it's worth. 6 Gears Van Life, just ordered my All Powers after watching your video. I'll tell you, that All Powers power pack is, I mean, I charged it up from flat because I used it to charge my Bluetti and I flattened it, and from flat to fully charged, it literally did it in 4 hours. I was really surprised how quick it charges up. But I'll tell you what, it does not suck a lot of power. I think it was over 1400 watts it was charging at. And that was up at Becky's house. Becky, do it in the winter. Okay, so you're all talking to Becky now. Becky will be doing a live video shortly. She'll be doing a live at 7 o'clock, I think. Are you doing it at 7 o'clock, Bex? And that is the Sacred Traveller. You can see she's in the live chat now. Yeah, go check out Becky's channel. Yeah, 7 o'clock. What do you think of the LDV Maxus? Well, SS, if you knew me and if you'd watched any of my previous videos, you'll know I'm a big fan of the LDV Maxus. And although I say I don't like to get political on my channel, I think it was an absolute travesty that we sold LDV. The government totally sold that company out. LDV should have stayed British, but unfortunately they sold it, I think, to China, and then China sold it to Japan, and something or other, and now they're back in business, and LDV are now making Maxuses again, but unfortunately no longer in Britain. And I only know this because whilst on a trip to Australia, I saw an LDV V80. That's what they call them in Australia. And I was really shocked to see that, but pleased as well. I was quite pleased to see that the old LDV Maxuses are back in action. And they're doing electric ones as well now. Deciding what battery to buy. Buy whatever you can budget, can afford. When I first built this van, I brought 2 leisure batteries from a breaker's yard, and I paid 20 quid for them. And those 2 batteries lasted me well over a year. In fact, I've still got those 2 batteries in my lockup. They were just old, clapped out lead acid batteries from a breaker's yard. And I say this all the time, you don't need to spend thousands and thousands of pounds on lithium batteries or these battery banks that I've got in my van. You can use old lead acid batteries if that's what your budget, if that's all your budget can stretch to. It's, yeah, I can't stress that enough. Especially if you've got an old van with an alternator that isn't a smart alternator. If you've got an old van that doesn't have a smart alternator, then your quid's in, because you can simply use a voltage sensing relay to charge those batteries. Really cheap. You do not have to spend thousands of pounds to build a camper van. Hey, Whipperdeets Adventures, Merry Christmas to you too, buddy. I hope you got your diesel heater sorted out. So I've got a question for you. Right, Whipperdeets now is in the comments section. He sent me a message this morning saying that his diesel heater keeps on coming on randomly. It just comes on and starts blowing cold air. I've kind of guessed that is his heat sensor. If anyone else can shed some light on that, if you've had that experience where your diesel heater just comes on randomly, is it the heat sensor that is faulty? And tricking the diesel heater to thinking that it's hot, so it goes through a cooling down period. I'm just guessing. So if anyone else knows better than that, then please do leave a comment in the comment section. I put a 15 amp switch on my diesel heater, otherwise they're on all the damn time. Yeah, that's good. That's a good point, actually. That's White Van Man. Yeah, because this controller, when your diesel heater is switched off, this controller is still sucking power from your battery. So yeah, it's a good idea. If you can isolate your diesel heater when it's not actually in use, then that's a fair good comment. That's a good idea. It's something I keep thinking about doing, is actually fitting a switch to turn the diesel heater controller off altogether when it's not in use. There you go, Whipperdeets. There's an idea for you. Try and isolate your diesel heater from your power source, from your batteries, you know, when you're not actually using it, and then you can switch it on and then switch the controller on. Yeah, fair play. That's a good idea. I might even make a video about that. Make a good topic for a video. Did you go to the Dickens Christmas Festival this year in Rochester? No, we didn't, because I'm not in Rochester anymore. I'm not in Kent anymore. I'm about 4 hours away. But yeah, I used to go to the Dickens Festival and the Sweeps Festival as well in Rochester. Really good festival. Absolute, yeah, magical. It's really good, especially when people all dress up in like Dickensian dress, and they have Morris dancers as well. Yeah, and all the pubs have all their stuff out on the street. Yeah, it's really good. I do miss the Sweeps Festival and the Dickens Festival. Hang on. Yep, the thermal sensor mounted to the top of the heater body that causes it to switch on independently and blow cold air. Yeah, I thought it would be. Thank you, Cosmics. Yeah, so Whipperdeets, it is the the thermal sensor. I just called it a heat sensor. Any recommendations for getting rid of this damn cough? Yeah, I've got the same. You can probably hear I'm still a little bit nasally. I've been coughing and sneezing pretty much all day, but it's okay because it's a really good way to keep people away. It's the best form of social distancing, is just cough. Yeah, you can clear a room. It's brilliant. I shouldn't say. I can make myself laugh and cough. Can I use 10 gauge wire to extend the power to my heater from the battery? If you're talking about a diesel heater, then yeah, 10 gauge is perfectly big enough. Roger. Hi Mel, can I mount a diesel heater upright, or does it have to lay flat? No, Shane, you can mount a diesel heater however you like. Right, so say my phone's a diesel heater, and this is the bottom of the phone with the pipes coming out. I've mounted diesel heaters in the traditional way. I've also mounted them that way on a boat. So it was mounted sideways on a boat in the cab, in the cockpit cab, what's it called? The wheelhouse. So I've mounted diesel heaters on this side with the exhaust and the intake coming out of the side of the wheelhouse. They work perfectly fine. But one thing I will say is I've been getting a lot of questions lately about using diesel heaters in the house. Can I use my diesel heater in the house? And the answer to that is absolutely no. Do not put your diesel heater inside your house. You can use the diesel heater to heat your house, but make sure the unit, especially those all-in-one units, they're actually outside your building. It just means you need to make a big hole in the wall to put the pipe in to heat, to duct all the hot air into the house. Or you could, if you've got a cat flap and you want to use your cat flap, you can actually put your diesel heater outside and then put that hose in through the cat flap. Don't know how the cat's going to get in and out, but there you go. At least you can direct hot air into your house through the cat flap, and that way in the summer you can just remove it all. There you go, you heard it here first. Use your cat flap if you want to mount a diesel heater into your house or outside your house. Yeah, never ever put the diesel heater actually inside your house. Inside your shed, maybe, different scenario, but in your house, definitely not. I think if you have a problem with your diesel heater and it catches fire inside your house, you might find your insurance would be void. But that's worst case scenario. All sorts of other things could go wrong. Don't put your diesel heater inside your house. Mel, can I fit a cigarette socket plug on my wires of all one in diesel heater and plug it into my EcoFlow River Pro Sig socket, please? No, Sue. Do not use one of these. Hang on. Do not put one of these on your diesel heater. I know you've seen me do it, but I only do it to experiment with them. I would never run my diesel heater permanently using one of these cigarette light socket plug type things, because these don't make a proper contact. These contacts are fine. They make a good contact, but because this is the end of this basically just touches a plate, so it's just touch contact like that. There's no frictional contact on it, and they get extremely hot. And the spring that makes this go in and out, there should be inside a good one of these, there'll be a fuse. There'll be a fuse going down here, and then there's the spring. And the problem is, because this isn't a good contact, the spring actually gets hot and it melts. Oh, damn! I've thrown it out. I had one in my bin, but I've emptied my bin. Again, I should have made a video about this, but the spring actually got so hot, this stops working. And so the pressure on the plate inside the plug gets less and less. And the less pressure that this has got, the worse the contact gets and the hotter it gets. So please don't use one of these on your diesel heater, not permanently anyway. And I do say that in the videos, this is just an experiment. Because these do get hot and they will melt. Merry Christmas from North Carolina. Wow, that amazes me that people watch my videos from such far away places. That's incredible. Thank you, Scotty Parker. Merry Christmas to you too. I have mine hooked up that way. Yikes, I only have a Jackery. Is there another way I can hook it up to my Jackery? No, unfortunately. The only way you can connect a Jackery to your van is via one of these. And if you've done that, then make sure you've got a quality one of these, not a cheap one. Like this is a pretty cheap, crappy one. You can get good quality ones of these. So if you're going to use one of these to power anything permanently in your van, make sure you've got a quality one. The better quality, the more chance you've got it won't get hot. They will always get warm. Just keep an eye on it. Make sure it's plugged in properly, because the plug sockets on them, all those power packs, they're not the ones. Some of these you can plug them in and twist them and they lock. I haven't got one to hand, but yeah, some sockets you can push in, twist half a turn, and they actually lock in place. But unfortunately, the power packs don't have those sockets. None that I've come across anyway. Just be careful with them. You fitted some CCTV cameras on your van. You said you would do a video. I have done a video, and I was going to upload it, but then I realised that it's not really a Christmassy type video, so that's why I decided to do a live instead. So next Sunday you will see my CCTV install video. It's a brilliant bit of kit. Wasn't cheap, but yeah, I'll do that next Sunday if you're interested in fitting CCTV to your van. Do they record the footage? Yes, the system I've got records 24 hours a day, and I've got 5 cameras. Yeah, I've got 5 cameras, one each side, one at the back, one at the front, and one inside as well. But next Sunday I will upload that video for your viewing pleasure. I was missing the Queen's speech until Mel went live. Thank you, Rockin' Rodders. Third Rock Van Life, Merry Christmas to you in Canada. Canada, see, it's amazing. Somebody in Canada is watching this video. Just blows my mind. I'm going to have to wrap it up soon because Rebecca is going to go live at 7 o'clock over on her channel, Sacred Traveller. And I'm supposed to be joining Rebecca live on her channel at 7 o'clock. James Humphreys, Merry Christmas. Where are you parked up today? Well, I was parked up on the Heath, but I'm currently just opposite Rebecca's house now. I'm in Rebecca's street because I'm going to join her for a live chat. And then after we've done the live chat, I'm going to go around to see my friend Ral and have nibbles and drinks with him. Can a hackery, I think you mean jackery, jumpstart a van? No, you can't use those power packs as jump starters, but you can use them to charge your battery. So if you've got like a Nyko smart charger, you can plug that into the 240 outlet on the jackery, plug that into your van battery, and then give it half hour to charge it, and then you can start your van. I did it a couple of times last year. Merry Christmas from Sophia in Bulgaria. Bulgaria. It's just like mind-blowing. What time is Sacred Traveller live? She's going to be live in exactly 4 minutes time. She's going live at 7 o'clock. So yeah, there you go. She's commenting now. I'm all set up. Wood burner is roaring, and I've got the Christmas decor behind me ready for the viewers. Oh, there you go. She's getting ready now. Right, I think I'm going to have to go because I'm going to go and join Sacred Traveller over on her channel now. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in about a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, over on Becky's channel. Okay, so we'll carry on this conversation over on Sacred Traveller's channel in about 5 minutes time. I need to put my shoes and socks on. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra for now. There you go. Everyone needs to see that. Bye. I'm off. Otherwise I'm going to be late. Mel's Becky's warm-up act. That's right. Absolutely. How do I turn this off? I haven't done this for so long. I don't know how to turn it off. Usually, the last time I did a live stream, I used my phone and it was easy. Just got a little red button. You press that and it ends the live stream. Where am I? Ah, there we go. Right. I'll see you over on Becky's channel. Thanks for watching. Ta-da. Oh, hang on. Yes, end it.